Oh, right at the boat. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, so welcome back. We're in the bay today, June 1st. Reading water temps of 61, 62. We don't have too much time. This is a Sunday afternoon that I could get out where the wind finally died down enough. So I'm just gonna work the bay. I think I'm gonna try to make it all the way to the mouth of the bay if possible. So I'm gonna be moving quickly, just trolling a lot. Striped bass is definitely the goal for today. I didn't bring a cooler. I'm not planning on like keeping fish, so I just want to see if I can find some bass, hopefully bigger bass. Just kind of want to see if the bay is coming alive yet. It wasn't very lively a couple weeks ago, but I think things have changed a little bit by now. So let's see, let's give it a check. So right now in the back of the bay, it's just about to switch 4:30. At the mouth of the bay, it doesn't switch until 5:30. So it takes about an hour for like all this water to get out to the mouth of the bay. And I'm basically taking the last little bit of this water out to the mouth of the bay. And then once we get there, use that ramping up of the outgoing to try to fish a flat with a small profile, imitating a sand eel, and hopefully the bass will be there. That's the plan. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna have to narrate a little bit throughout this one. Unfortunately, my front camera, as you're seeing here, just didn't record the audio correctly. So the whole audio clip on this camera, the first person camera, I had to scrap. And so all the audio is coming from my front facing camera up there. And so the audio is not gonna be as good. There's gonna be some wind noise and just a little soft. So I might have to interject to help narrate a little bit. But yeah, starting off, as you see, I made it to the mouth of the bay and I'm trying the profile that I basically intended. Started marking bass pretty quickly, but could not get them to bite. So you're gonna see here, I try a couple different things, but eventually I do start getting them to bite. This way up. Let it sink at the bottom. Good everybody. I might be able to try the top water. I might try the top water, guys. See if I can jig them one more time. They've got to go after this too.
You make it out.
I'm just marking them and seeing them, not catching them.
They keep coming up, but they're not taking anything.
Yeah. It's probably small bait, that's my guess.
Must be. I tried bucktails and throwing everything.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Alright, you too. Under me right now. Let's see if this works. Oh my gosh. Look at these fish, guys. So many fish here. It's crazy. These are small bass. it out, listening to the bottom. There you go, pop, pop. There we go. It's a better one. It's a better one. If I just land this one fish, this would be worth this trip. Oh, oh man. He's a nice one. Still haven't seen him. Man, I'm playing him easy. I don't think he's gonna be massive. It's definitely not the size before that I caught. Not even 28. Just look at the screen, guys. Let's see if they'll hit this. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is on now, guys. All of a sudden, it just turned on. Oh, that's a good fish. Oh my gosh. It just turned on. Like a light switch. Fish right here. It's a 30-inch fish. Smaller one. So many fish on the screen, guys. just like tiny fish. He's swimming after me. He's gonna go under. That's a good one. There, man. That's a nice fish. Oh, dude. Yeah, man. 33. It's about 33. There they are. Oh, right at the boat. Oh my gosh. That was insane. Insane take. Scream. Buddy. This is feeding time. I hit it perfectly. The timing just couldn't have been better. Dude, it's just one after another. This is the right profile too. See, everyone's following the birds, which you can do. Okay, so I want to interject a little bit here. What I'm trying to explain is that a lot of the boats have moved now over to where the birds were feeding. And what I'm trying to say is that, there's still fish here. And so what I think is important to note is that you don't really always have to be chasing the birds, because the bass can be all over a certain area. Maybe they're just lying in wait on the bottom, looking for the bait, but it doesn't mean that they're going to be willing to feed if you present the right bait in front of them. So, yeah, I think it's worth kind of staying away from the boats if you can, because I do think as well that a lot of engine noise affects their feeding. I haven't been able to prove that, obviously, but just from what I've seen is the bite tends to not last as long if a lot of boats run up on fish feeding. It's just a 3/8 ounce SNS jig head with a I think this is 3.5 inch stick over Houdini color. Yeah, this is pretty much the sand deal imitation that I was using out in the Middle Sound last weekend. Sand eels. I'm pretty sure these bass might be feeding on sand eels too. I don't know. They're not like spitting them up. I don't know. They don't spit them up like a fluke deal. Right there. Small one. I guess this small one. He hasn't been able to get a run yet. I really hope this camera lens works out. This is a good day. Fish are doing is laying low on the bottom, waiting for the bait, lots of the sand eels to kind of come to the surface, and then they start exploring on it. I think that's why I'm still getting bites when I work in the bottom, because these fish are on the bottom. They like come up to feed. They're right on the top of this ledge here. Kind of see what I've been doing. They're definitely more active near the top where the flat starts. Right when you guys saw the fish blowing up all around me, and I was on, and the boat was next to me, that was the peak of bite. That was like the peak of the tide. The fish get like so hungry, so energized. There's a fish. That's a good fish. That's a good fish. Alright, I'm gonna hit on this fish. This feels like a big fish. This feels heavy. I can't even move this fish. This is a really big fish. And that's the end of that. That was a monster. Just too much abrasion. Big fish. right, I'm gonna take like 1 or 2 casts, and then I gotta quick back home. We gotta chase this fish. There's all these buoys. Ah. Guys, look at this thing. Oh, that's a fish. That's a fish. He's about 37, I would say. He's a little over the yardstick, so come on now. Look at that thing. Got him nice, huh? All right, buddy. I'll let you go. Of course. But I'm just gonna relish the moment for a minute until he kicks. Awesome evening bite. I'm gonna have to leave him biting because I won't make it back home in time before dark. What an evening! I mean, that went from 0 to 60 in minutes. It was so crazy because I almost gave up. I caught that one little one, and I just had a feeling that it was just like just small ones again from a couple weeks ago. Because the boats were having trouble too with the topwater, so they're not hitting topwater, then it's probably like a small fish. But man, they just kept sticking to what I thought would work if they would turn on. And sure enough, right around that tide, as I predicted, it took drifts for like 10 minutes in the exact scenario, just popping the bottom a little bit and they wouldn't touch it. And then all of a sudden, boom, every single cast. And I don't think I was doing much of anything different. Maybe I was working it a tiny bit slower, but then they would hit it. You know, I had that one hit right at the boat. So, I mean, you didn't have to make it slow. I really think those straight bass are a timing thing more than any other fish. There's like this very short window where they just can't help themselves. And then after that, they could care less. At least for these bass. These bass are in my local waters, that's how they act. I don't know too much about other places, to be honest. But anyways, gotta get back in. Very thankful that I made this work as best I could, because you know, the wind in the mornings for the other 2 days was just not possible. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. My arms are killing me. That's all it is, right there. 15-pound leader, you know, you catch like a couple fish. 15-pound leader, you gotta check it, and I didn't, and I lost a big one. But I think it was a very similar size to the one I did catch, so I'm not too heartbroken. I got him back. All right, guys, hope you guys are catching out there. It's definitely go time in the local stuff. Get out there. All right, see ya on the next one.